Before I came to college, I was messy, unruly, and disgustingly disorganized. My room was a constant disaster land. It looked like my closet had just vomited 24/7. Clothes covered the floor, towels slung over the chairs, dirty socks slouched over the fishbowl, and mismatched shoes lived in every crevice. But every night, my mom would carefully tiptoe into my room and fish the socks out of the fishbowl, hang the towels gently in the bathroom, place the clothes delicately into the hamper, and scour the room for the matching shoes to be placed in the closet. And every morning I would wake up bright-eyed and excited to find I had a clean canvas in which I had all day to brainstorm what kind of messy creation I'd paint on it. I never knew I was a slob. I had good hygiene, I showered every day, and I always brushed my teeth. Besides, my room was always clean, even if I didn't do the cleaning myself. It wasn't until I lived in a dorm I realized I might as well be Pigpen from Charlie Brown. The first week of college flew by. Classes seemed tough, but bearable. I mean, how hard could general chemistry be after all? 2 weeks later, I had my answer. Hard. Very hard. Stress kicked in, and I didn't care that my room was turning into a literal pigsty. Carbon and hydrogen needed me, and I needed that A. Those clothes that covered my floor back home seemed like a dream vacation to the place I was living now. Midnight snacks of Easy Mac containers riddled the desk, and stress relief in the form of half-eaten slices of pie covered the rest of the surfaces. But I and my roommate were working hard to earn our A's. The trash could wait. After all, there was Netflix to be watched. The next weekend, I was ready for a long and relaxing night. I curled up in bed and slowly closed my eyes for a night of peaceful and undisturbed sleep. Or so I thought. My eyes shot back open. There was something in the corner between the ceiling and the wall. Had it always been there? Being so close to the ceiling on my lofted bed, I really thought I knew the surface of this room like the back of my hand. My curiosity got the best of me. I whipped out my phone and turned on the flashlight. The little speck was not part of the ceiling. It was clearly well fed, with a long, skinny middle and many long, spider-like legs. It didn't look friendly. My heart pounded out of my chest, and I could feel the hair on my neck stick up straight as a pin. I broke out into a sweat, but I wanted to remain calm. What if the thing could sense that I was weakened by my fright, and that's when it knew I would be a vulnerable and easy target? I couldn't take my chances, but I definitely couldn't kill it. It was all-like and huge. It had probably been bulking up its whole life for that fight, and I was in no shape to be its opponent. The second I got close enough to it with a tissue, I knew it would pounce. How could it not? My only chance of a safe haven was jumping over the edge of my bed onto my roommate's to get as far away from the ceiling as possible. The worst of it would have to be over soon. Just as I slowly and steadily inched my way over the edge of my bed, I saw a flash out of the corner of my eye. The thing had moved onto the ceiling and was coming right towards my head. I instinctively got as low as I could on the bed and prayed to every single god I could think of for it not to fall on top of me. At least one of them answered me because it crawled right over where I was and moved toward the other side of the room, still slithering across the ceiling. I took this opportunity as a godsend it was and jumped onto the other bed and curled up into her comforter. It felt safe. I knew I could wait out the end of this horrible storm of events here, away from the ceiling. I kept an eye on the vermin as it explored my room, until it eventually got bored with my entertainment and crawled between the area where the cabinets and the ceiling meet. Not much more horrifying than a centipede was realizing that yes, my room did in fact have holes in it. Holes that bugs use to transport themselves from one room to the next. The next day, I found a few more holes in the walls, conveniently placed right next to my headboard, and I got enough bug killer to kill an entire army of centipedes. So, although I am prepared for the next battle, I've taken a few more preventative steps. Now my room is spotless almost 99% of the time, and I haven't seen another one of those since, and I don't plan to.